Greetings, my name is Tashni Sivalingam. My metric number is BBB 211-61193. Today, I'm going to present about educational theories and issues in human capital development. Firstly, the world is rapidly evolving towards the fourth industrial revolution, also known as IR 4.0. Every industry is laying the groundwork to meet the demands of the 21st century with regard to the Industry 4.0. The goal of education reform is to address problems brought about by the people who are new employed, since education equips students to be productive workers. There is a close relationship between education and the workplace. The issue of the recent graduates or workers lacking moral and ethical principles in this workplace. In this, there are three types of educational theory. The first theory is macro theory. Regarding the purpose of education, there are numerous educational theories. Education is considered to be the primary factor that can lead to improved social, economic, and national development. A higher standard of education will guarantee the nation's future progress. Factorialism is a theory that demonstrates how education can create people who can improve society. According to this view, the goal of education is to produce productivity. People who, after receiving an education, can improve society as a whole by applying what they have been learned. For instance, a good engineering school produces a good engineer who can build good roads for the greater good of society. While the conflict theory views inequality as a result of varying educational backgrounds, factorialism views inequality as a necessity for classifying society according to the educational standing. Therefore, according to the both perspective, education has a role in improving the society. Next, the micro theory. Micro theory is more condensed perspective on education that holds that is a goal to meet the requirement of the immediate community. Typically, policymakers place a greater emphasis on the district and school level as the micro levels of the educational system. Furthermore, the human capital theory. Human capital is the main hypothesis demonstrates how education can contribute to improved working conditions. This theory places a strong emphasis on funding education to increase personal productivity. The human capital theory is clear. Technology advancement necessity higher skill levels, and human capital is a major driver of the economic growth. Next, I will present about the issues in education. First, lack of 21st century skills. Many employers say that recent graduates lack of 21st century ability when they first enter the job. That fact, the education places most emphasis on academic acclamation than on development of abilities. It is one of the factors contributing graduates' lack of 21st century skills. Next, declining of English language proficiency. This is a significant problem for Malaysian schooling since most companies require workers to speak English well. A large range of working business use a lot of technologies necessitating the need for personnel with stronger English language skills. It is essential that workers have a strong command of the English language in order to interact with equipment from the other industrialized nations. Next, deodorant moral and ethical values. Numerous employees possess the moral and ethical principles that guide their employment. In today's workplace, basic work principles like discipline and punctuality are rare commodities. In contrast to workers in other affiliate nations like Japan, the staff members exhibited remarkable discipline and their more punctuality compared to us. Furthermore, the implications and recommendation. First, the workforce productivity will be impacted by graduates' lack of 21st century capabilities. Every person should possess the necessary abilities in order to function the efficiency benefit of the company. In advance the economic development of the country. Education should not only occur in institutions but also occur in workplace in order to address this problem. Addressing the drop in graduates English language proficiency is also necessary because English is an interlanguage language. Having a staff with strong English language ability is a vital of human capital growth. One way of an organization to grow internationally by using the English language. This will not only help the organization but also the nation, since the name of the nation will become well known around the world. Moral and ethical principles are crucial for the development of human capital. Morally ethical and well citizens are essential to develop nation. Furthermore, it is challenging to advance towards becoming a developed nation without ethics such as self-control and timelines. Therefore, everyone should offer to assist in solving this problem. Values should always be alive in individual, although parents and instructors can serve as role models for the younger children. Lastly, the theories around education and the problems surrounding the development of human capital. Policymakers use theories as a guide for creating policies that support the goals of education. It is critical for policymakers to understand that education serves the purpose. It either creates people who can improve society or solve the problems in this global community. As a conclusion, to make the transition to develop a nation as seamless as possible, these educational challenges must be addressed and prevented to give more chances to the younger generation to perform well in their working force.